read it.
Hmm?
Read it.
So should we do what?
Have to read it.
Are you holding it? Okay. Are you comfortable holding it?
Mm.
If you are comfortable, you can hold this. But if you are not comfortable, you can leave it. You left it. Well, let me adjust it. I think it's better. Is it okay?
Mm.
You are not watching it anymore.
Oh. Oh. Sorry. This is not clean.
No. No, leave it. Your body does absorb this. Look at it. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's wrong with this tripod. It's crazy. Hi, Jack. How are you doing, Jack? Where are you joining us from? Shit. Oh, oh. What's the time in Scotland? Let's see. Hello. Thanks for joining. Yeah, you can go. So, Jack, are you still there? Sorry, I'm trying to fix my tripod. Okay, I feel it's better. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about something. I'm super excited today, so I wanted to come live and share the good news. My tripod is actually messing up. Okay, are you good?
I forget that thing. I don't need that pen.
Okay, so I came to share a very good news. Okay, I think it's okay. What do you think? It's fine, right? Hi. Hi, everyone. Can you just tell me where you are viewing from? Jack, are you still there? Let's have a little conversation before I go ahead with what I to share with you guys. Hi, good evening from here. Can you just tell me where you are watching from? It's okay. I don't know why it's dancing. Okay, it's better. Okay, how are you all doing? Hello, Digi. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Digi Bisa. Hello, Digi. How are you doing? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching our live? So, okay. Um, I'm super excited today because the school session came to an end today, and I can't be more proud, you know. So, something really triggered this live today. The encounter I had with somebody, do I even need to hide in identity? But maybe to some extent. So, something triggered this live video. It's not so. I just let me wait until my key school come to an end for this session before I'll do this. So the session actually came to an end today, and they brought back their results. Digital, where are you from? So they brought back their results, an excellent results. You know when your kids made it to the honor roll, you get like they've been doing it effortlessly. They've been doing it effortlessly. I know as a parent, you always be so proud. You get. You're from Senegal. Okay, nice to have you. I'm actually from Nigeria. I don't know. I don't know if you know Nigeria, but I'm from Nigeria anyway. Okay, so you can drop yours. So 2 days ago, I'm schooling anyway. I'm still schooling. I'm in a medical school currently. So 2 days ago, I had a clash. Oh, we love you right back. I had a clash with a lecturer. Um,
I love Nigeria people.
the gypster, the gypser. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name properly. How is Senegal this evening? Before I continue my story. Hi, please let me know where you're being us from.
I've lost that.
Okay, you can drop it. So back to what I was saying. You can drop it. So back to what I was saying. Um, I had this clash with this lecturer basically because she said something that got to my nerves.
Mm,
All that. You want to sleep? I'll ask you questions soon. Okay? Hmm? If you're sleepy, you can go ahead and sleep. Okay? Hmm? Maybe on Sunday you come live with me. Okay? So I had this clash with this lecturer. Please don't touch it down. Basically because something happened. I wasn't at fault, but she was so abusive. When I say that someone was abusive, I mean extremely abusive. You know when someone is abusing you and you are not retaliating, and then the person decides to go for your family members or decides to go for your kids. Yeah, that was what happened. So, but from the way the lecturer sounded, I felt that someone told her a kind of lie or told her what wasn't true. You get so of course, yes, the distance. So, but this woman didn't see the need to confirm from me or to hear from me first. You get so you want to sleep. You want to sleep. You want to sleep, you can sleep. Okay, maybe what will happen is that maybe on Sunday we'll have to come back live. It seems like you guys are tired from the school stress today.
no.
You're not tired. Closing party another. You're not tired. Are you sure? Okay. If you say so, but you've been yawning. You've been yawning. That means you're tired. Okay, so tell me what happened in school today. Bobo, tell me what happened in school today first.
Everyone go to bring the results.
Yeah, when you went to bring your results. What happened today?
When we were home, and when we reached there, they said by 10 o'clock, they will give us our results.
Okay, you got to school before 10 o'clock. Hi. Hi, can you tell us where you're going from? Okay.
When we were still home, they gave us our results.
Okay.
There was this one. We now came back on X.
My X. What position did you take? I can't hear you. What position did you take?
First.
Yes, you took first position. Go for yourself. I can't hear you too. Yeah. So yeah. Back to what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That that very day, I'm trying to. Hi, where are you being us from? So I'm actually trying to teach you what we call self-defense. Do you understand? Self-defense that you shouldn't allow anybody to bully you. When somebody tries to bully you, you should always stand up for yourself. You should always defend yourself. I want you to learn from my experience. Do you understand? Okay, so in school 2 days ago, a lecturer tried to bully me. She actually did. She bullied me anyway. A female lecturer bullied me for no reason. You get? So, do you know what happened? Talk. I want to hear. Do you know what happened?
No.
Okay, fine. What happened was that somebody lied to her. Do you understand? You know, I am the only non-indigent in that class. Yeah. Um, I am not also familiar with the native language. And you know, right? Both of you know, right? So because of that, there's always this stigmatization and all that. You know, they'll be like, oh, you can go to your state, go back to your state, go and school in your state, stuff like that. So, hi, where are you being us from? So that day, I came to school. You know, I told you about our seminar presentation, right? Okay, so I came to school and then presented my work, that my seminar to my supervisor, and then my supervisor made some corrections, and I had to go back and print out my work. Hi everyone, can you please tell us where you are watching from? So I went to correct those things that my supervisor said I should correct in my seminar. They marked me absent. They said I wasn't in school. Mind you, all these have been happening before 2 days ago, which was the one that really broke the camel's back. In fact, I stood up for myself. You get? I told them that nobody can bully me. We are in this country. We are all from this country. Despite that we are from different states, that you are not allowed to bully me. Okay? So when I came back, they marked me absent. Sorry. So they marked me absent. They said that I was not in school early enough. You get? And I was supposed to do my presentation that very day. So I told you, man, that I've been in school since morning. That I went to effect the corrections my supervisor gave. I went to effect it in my presentation book. They said no, that I was telling lies. Hello, good evening, Oliver. How are you doing? And where are you being from? So Juma said I was telling lies. So I felt embarrassed, an adult telling a fellow adult that she was telling lies just because someone told her that this person wasn't there. My only offense from the one has always been that I am a non-indigent. Get the only non-indigent among 100 and 25 students when we gained admission into the school. So the rule in most medical schools, most times when you fell out. So some people actually failed, some people dropped on the way. Now we are in final year. We've reduced to about 90 or thereabout, 89 or 90. One person is not always in school, so I would say 89. So that bully has been there from day one. They've been bullying me. Most times they say abusive words using their native language. Most times, they'll just do stuff to spite you. They'll do stuff to get at you. They do stuff to get your reactions, and it's been happening until 2 days ago when I said enough is enough. Nobody can bully me anymore in this school as far as I'm concerned. That was the beginning of the clash I had with my lecturer. I think I'll have to record a video about this because I cried my eyes out. Yeah, I'll have to say it that way so that people understand how I really felt. So that's what I was saying. When I came back from the cyber cafe, I explained to the woman, to the lecturer, that I wasn't late. It was just that another lecturer told me to go and do some corrections on my work. Then I'll come back and do my presentation. The man looked into my eyes and said, "You are a terrible liar. You are a liar. You are a big liar." I was shocked. At first, I didn't say a thing because it took me it took me a while to process the whole scene, the whole thing that happened. I said, "What?" He said, "Yes, you are a terrible liar. You are lying. You're telling lies." I said, "No, ma. Excuse you. I'm not lying. I can't even stand before you and tell lies. You are my lecturer, for crying out loud. Why call me a liar when I did not lie?" Thank you so much for liking the live video. I told the lecturer that I am not lying. I don't know what it means to tell lies. I've never told lies. If I had told lies as a kid, maybe it's to avoid punishment or stuff like that. But growing up as an adult, I can't remember the last time I told lies because I don't even have any reason to tell lies. If I should tell lies, it won't even add anything to my account. So a lecturer coming out openly to call me a liar, I felt attacked on my person. I had to retaliate because to me it wasn't just about what happened. It was all about, "Oh, you are not one of us." Hi Dons. I'm from Nigeria. Do you understand? So that single act still took me back to memory lane when we gained admission as year one students, and as the only non-native students in that class, I was always being marginalized. Stuff like, "Oh, you have your place. Why didn't you go to your states? Why are you not schooling in your states?" How are you doing, Dons? So it's been there. You're sleeping? So it's been there. So I didn't want to tolerate it anymore. I told Amma, I don't tell lies because I don't even have any reason to tell lies. It's not in my person to tell lies. I will tell you the truth to your face and face the consequences. She said, "No, you are lying. You came late. I said, "No, ma, I didn't come late. I have more than 10 witnesses." Guess what happened? This man refused. When I suggested that I want to bring the people that met me at the cyber cafe, and even the people that went to the cafe with me to do their corrections as well. When I told her that I want to call them, that they can be any witness, she said no, never. You are not calling any witness. Nobody's coming to be any witness. I don't need witnesses. I don't need this. I said, oh, you don't need witnesses. But you are standing here calling me a liar just because you felt like you are a lecturer and you can intimidate students at will. She started raising false alarm. People were having their presentations in different halls. This lady raised a false alarm. She was screaming at the top of her voice. Hi, thank you so much for joining us. Can you please tell us where you're watching from? She started screaming at the top of her voice, hey, this guy is embarrassing me. This lady is embarrassing me. What the hell will you get out from here? You won't present your work today. No presentation for you. Is in fact, you see this final year, you have me to contend with. I said, me contend with you when you are not God. I told Emma, I'm not contending with you. You are obviously bullying me. Take me anywhere. You are bullying me. Because I've never seen a case where somebody had witnesses and this person was told not to bring anybody to bear him or her witness. I told her, point blank, ma, this is a case of bullying. She said, there's nothing like bullying. There's nothing like bullying. You can't tell me I'm bullying. Okay, now, do you know, the main problem was that they said I was going to pay a fine. Hello, Jessine. How are you doing, Jessine? Hi. Where are you joining us from? Do you understand? This man said I was going to pay a fine for bullying me. I said, no, I'm not paying no dime. I asked her, why should I pay? Jessie, where are you going from? She said, because I came late for the presentation. I said, no. I beg your pardon. I didn't come late. The person that told you that I came late has always been on my nerve. This girl has always been on my nerve. This girl has always looked for ways to spoil my image. She has always looked for ways to gain pity. Should I call it pity? She has always been playing this mindset, like this mind game around me. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? And what's your name, please? So this girl has always been playing this mind game. So I told her, since you felt that this person can be honest enough to tell you that I was actually late, when I have more than 10 persons who are standing by waiting for you to beckon on them to bear witness that I wasn't late, you refused. It means it's more of a planned stuff, you get. So you guys don't need to do my presentation. This is my final year in school. I've never owed this school before. I've never had any bad record in school. I've never had any misunderstanding with any lecturer. I've never had any misunderstanding with any student. I've never had any misunderstanding with even the non-academic staff in the school. So why will I have problems with you? Actually, this is not even the first time I'm having a clash with that woman. But the first one, I tried to control it. I just let her have her way because I couldn't do anything at that point. I was just so emotional at that point. So the woman refused to hear from my witnesses. She went and reported me to the school authority. Yeah. She reported me to the school authority, told the school authority that I was disrespectful. Now, see what happened. What I said that actually made her so angry. While she was screaming on top of her voice, while she was shouting, saying that I must pay a fine for coming late for my presentation, I told her, no, ma, I wasn't late. I can't be paying any fine when I know I wasn't at fault. The amount stated wasn't that much, but you can't extort from me just because you felt like this person should always come to your table and beg even when she's not at fault. When I told them I'm not going to pay that money, please, because I wasn't late, she said, oh, really? You are challenging me? You are challenging me? You're challenging me? You must pay that money. I said, no, I'm sorry, ma, but I'm not going to pay. She said, fine, you will not present. Remember, she was already. Can you please tell me your name, please? So she was already screaming at the top of her voice, and she was already raising false alarm. And the other lecturers in the hall is very close to where the whole thing played out. They all came out and they were asking her, oh, what happened? What happened? She was like, look at her, look at that lady, look at her, look at that girl. Look at, she's being so disrespectful. She's being disrespectful to me. She's disrespecting me. They asked, oh, who? She? No, it can't be. At that point, I was so happy because I've never had any issue with anybody. I've never quarreled with anybody. What's that? No. I've never quarreled with anybody. I've never, in my school, you're not even allowed to fight, quarrel, have misunderstanding. Even if they do, I've never done any of that because I'm always on my lane. So the moment she raised that first alarm, another lecturers were like, oh, ma, can just leave this, leave it, just let this slide, just let it slide. You know, she was not getting the support. She was not getting the support she expected from her colleagues. She now went on to say, oh, is that how you liked your kids? Is that how you liked your children? Is that how you liked your family members? I said, what? That was so extreme. I told her, don't say that again. She said, what? I should not say what? I said, yes, you have no right to bring my family into this. You called me a liar. You called me all sorts of names. I never retaliated. Why bring? So you're actually looking for ways to get something from me. You wanted to hear what I would say or how I would react, right? I said, no, don't try it. Don't ever try it. I was so angry. Like I said it and stamped my feet and said, do not ever try to bring my family into whatever issue you think you have with me. She rushed, went back to her office. I thought she just went to her office because she felt defeated or something, but no, that wasn't the case. You know, basically because others, her colleagues, were not supporting her. That wasn't the case actually. She went back to her office and called the person that caused this problem, that told that lie. She called her, then she went to her office and met her there. I wasn't there with them. She told me to leave the hall. I had no reason to leave the hall. I went back to the hall. I paid for my presentation. I'm not owing the school. I paid my tuition fee complete. I'm not owing any time. I paid my school. I'm not owing anything. Meanwhile, more than half of the people in that hall, we are still owing. And you felt, hello, good evening, Joy. Joy, baby, how are you doing? How are you doing, Joy? So this one felt, Joy, are you Nigerian? This man felt that she was losing the battle, she was losing the fight. She had to go back to her office, then call those girls, like my colleagues. One of them was the instigator. Yeah, I'm fine, Joy. where Nigeria are you being from? Because I know saying a Nigeria baby. So she now called the girl and the other girls. They went to her office. So she told him to go and tell me to leave that hall, or I'll have to write an apology letter. I'll have to write an apology letter and read it before the whole school. We have two departments. Yeah, we have two departments. We actually have three, but I would say two because one is not really functioning like this other two. So she said she told one of them. In fact, she told them, though it was actually one person that came and met me later. She told them that I was going to write an apology letter for telling her that I would not pay the fine she said I should pay, even when she knew that I didn't do anything wrong. And that if I was not ready to write the apology letter, I should leave the hall. And as I'm leaving the hall, I should go to the head of department, to the head of the department office, and report myself. I looked at the girl that brought the information, looked at one of her colleagues who actually went to the office with them. I told her that my only offense is that I am a non-indigenous in this school. That is my only offense, number one offense. That if I was an indigenous like every one of you, would you all come for me for doing nothing? I mean, doing absolutely nothing. Hi, where are you hearing us from? Thanks for joining us. Would you have come for me for doing absolutely nothing? Are you trying to use language advantage on me, or you're trying to use
Hmm? You can keep this letter.
You can keep it now.
Rub it, start to clean.
Too much. So I told them they were trying to use language advantage on me, because most of the times when they are saying some stuff, they will use their native language, which I do not understand fully. I just understand the basis. I don't understand their native language. So, and after having any conversation, they will come back to me and say, she said I told them they should go and tell her that I'm not going anywhere. That I paid for that seminar. I paid for everything I was told to pay. Everything we were told to pay. Paid my tuition fee. Paid every damn thing. If I'm owing in that school, that means they've not mentioned the name of that particular stuff, or what the fee would be, or what the fee or whatever we are paying for, how much the amount it would be. So I told them I'm not leaving the presentation hall. DG star, DG or GB star. I can't pronounce your name. Or can you type your English name, please? Sorry. Hi. So, guys, Yuma went and reported me to the school authority when I refused to leave the hall. She said I was not going to do my presentation. She said I was not going to come into the presentation hall anymore. She said I must pay that fee. Like, I must pay the fine rather, even when I didn't do anything wrong. Then she said she was not going to attend to anybody that comes to bear any form of witness for me. She said she was not going to listen to whatever explanation I had. I said, fine, since you've already passed your judgment, let's see how it goes. I told him I was not going to leave the hall. That was when she went and reported me. So that's my uniform. That was when she went and reported me to the HOD. As God may have it, the HOD is a very understanding. She is a very, very understanding human being. She's so nice. She's so kind. But when she's angry, you may think that she's all this harsh kind of people, but she's not. She's someone that can be very, very, very accommodating. She don't care about your tribe. She don't care about your language. She don't care about, excuse me, your age, your level in school. She carries everybody along. So when she reported me, she made it known to her that I disrespected her, that I stamped my feet before her, that I challenged her before multitudes of students. Mind you, that was what she was lying. Thank you for listening. Do you understand? She told the HOD so many lies about me. Hello, happy day. It's actually night here. It's night here. So this lady lied. She said so many things. Okay, I said fine. Say has already said all this. The only thing I would just want to do is to go there, stand before the panel, because I would say it was a panel. Just apologize for doing nothing. Just so you know, I didn't do anything. And I just have to go and apologize for doing nothing. Do you get? So I got to the office in tears. I was crying so much because I really, 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 really thought about so many things. Because I knew that someone actually tried to set me up as a non-indigenous. So when I got there, I was so emotional. I couldn't even say a word. She was just there, gallivanting. She was just there, feeling like, feeling so satisfied that she has been able to, report me to the authority. Listen, this is, in fact, this last experience wasn't the first time, but the very first time she bullied me, I just cried and let it go. That was in my second year in school. I just cried and let it go. I went to the panel. They abused me. They called me all sorts of names. They called me so many things. I didn't do anything. Basically because I felt that there was no need for me to defend myself. And everything she said, I didn't defend anything. That particular time, she actually told them that I sold the school property. Hello, Lamina. Where are you viewing us from? And so she told them that I sold the school property. The school property, she said that I sold. I bought it with my money. That was during our practicals. So we are told to our entrepreneurship practical, and we are told to be creative. Sorry. So we are told to be creative, and as someone that knows how to make wigs, okay, I said I was going to make wig. Lamina, where are you being from? How are you doing? So I said I was going to make wig. And for me, I don't know what it means to wear synthetic hairs. It causes all this burning sensation around my neck and all. If you can see, if you notice here, I'm on just matted my hair, and I'm good. I just cover it with my wig. Just wash my hair, mat, and go my wig. So I bought an original hair, very expensive, very, very, very expensive. I used it for the practical, because we were told that whatever we buy, we are going to sell, then remit 50% of what we make from our sales back to the school after the entrepreneurship. Guess what? I made the wig, I bought the hair, then made the wig. So after making the wig, I presented it to the school. I got an A, and that was actually enough for me. So this during the presentation and explanation, a lecturer declared interest. A lecturer showed interest and said, "Oh, that my work was so fine," and that she wanted to pay for it. She asked, "How much did you spend in making this?" I told her, "I bought this for so amount, thousands of money. That I bought it for so amount." She said, "Oh, you had the mind to remove such amount of money and buy this just for school practice." I said, "Ma, I sell wigs. So I don't know how to wear synthetic wigs. That's why I had to go and get original hair for this." The woman say, "Yes, of course, it is an entrepreneurship. You can sell it." I went ahead and sold it. Okay, she went ahead and sold it because she organized the entrepreneurship. She sold it and the money was paid into her personal account. Not into my, I didn't even know the day the money was paid. Now, when it was time to present her accounts, the school called her and told her to remit all the money they made from the entrepreneurship. She said, "Oh, blah, 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 that I sold my wig without remitting the money back to her. That I sold the wig I made during the entrepreneurship and I never remitted the money back to her." The school summoned me. So imagine when you are summoned before people that speaks language you do not understand. People you don't even understand their language. Can't tell Precious. So imagine when someone summons you before people that speak, in fact, a language is completely different from yours. You only understand them when they decide to speak English, which they rarely do. She sat before me, looked into my eyes, and said, "Yes, I've told Ma, I've told the school authority that you've sold the wig and I've not received the money." I had chills. I've never had any encounter with her. Like that was purely the very first time I had it. I had chills because at my age, I didn't know that adults tell lies. Maybe because I'm not a social butterfly, but I didn't know that adults deliberately tell lies to hurt another adult. I said, "Ma, you said?" He said, "Oh yes, I've told him that you sold your entrepreneurship wig and I've not seen the money." I was just staring, you know, I was just staring on the ceiling, on the furnitures, on the walls. I had nothing to say. I was just shedding tears. Since I could not defend myself, the head of the department said, "Oh, you are a thief." I said, "Something I bought with my money. Like I bought this with my money. How, like, how does it sound to ear when you say that?" Does it make sense? Like I bought it with my money. Then a lecturer saw how good the quality and everything was and said, "Oh, this is so fine. I'm going to buy it." Because every other person that did that practical, they sold their stuffs, but mine was the best. Then this woman sold mine and then lied against me. That'll be a story for another day. but I didn't defend myself. That was why she came 2 days ago to repeat the same thing. I stood up and defended myself. I told her, you cannot bully me. In as much as I am in this school as a student, a qualified student, who has never been found wanting for any reason, you cannot bully me. So when she reported me, back to what I was saying, when she reported me to the HOD, I got to the HOD's office and she was already there, sitting in the fullness of her glory, feeling so elated, feeling so happy that she has reported me. When I stepped in, I greeted the HOD with tears in my eyes. The HOD said, you, why did you do this? So I cannot swear for you. Those words pierced through my heart. Those words went straight to my heart. I was like, this woman has trusted me since I came to this school. This woman has never had any reason to say bad things about me. So why should a lecturer go to tarnish my image before this woman? So I told that man, no, I've not done anything wrong. A lecturer cannot just wake up and lie against me because she felt it was a normal thing to do. I told the HOD I didn't do anything, that these people are lying against me. The man was like, no, shut up, you don't have to say that, you don't have to say anything. I said, I'm not lying. I cannot lie. I don't know how to lie. I don't lie. I wasn't raised with lies. It's a sin. I don't do that. So the HOD was like, can you let her talk? Can you let her speak? Let her speak for herself. The HOD, oh, may God bless that woman. May God bless my HOD. She was the only one that gave me the audience I needed. So I explained everything to my HOD. Told my HOD that the whole thing wouldn't have escalated if she didn't bully me and still involved my family. You get that the whole thing wouldn't have escalated. That it escalated because she bullied me and still involved my family. So I had to retaliate. I told her, no, that's out of bound. You don't go for my family when you are having issues with me. Don't got it now. You don't involve my family. They are not even here. You don't involve my family. We know that the school system is already somehow corrupt. We all know how corrupt the school system is, and you shouldn't do anything that will make your name go to the panel as a student. I know all this. So I told her, ma, I asked her before the HOD, ma, have I ever had any misunderstanding with you? Have I ever disrespected you in any way? Have I ever insulted you? Have I ever said anything to hurt your person? She said she don't know, that she's even confused. I said, ma, you are not confused. It's just that you are listening to gossips. And for a woman in your level as a lecturer, you shouldn't be listening to hearsay. You should consider your students' feelings first. Don't just wake up and pick sides with somebody, or just because you felt that this person can lie, this person can just come out and tell you anything and you believe it, or because you feel that you've trusted this person so much that you can't doubt whatever they tells you. She didn't say anything again. She just stood up in the office. She stood up, she was just pacing around. She was like, you have said what I want to say. I've said it too. I said, ma, this case is a case of bullying. I have more than 10 witnesses, 10 people that will bear me witness. She said, no. No, I don't need any form of witness. Nobody should bear witness. I said, okay, fine. If you do not need any form of witness, that means you have to accept that I am not going to pay any fine as you said, because I wasn't late. You said it's me. In fact, it's both of us in this school. Have you forgotten that this is final year? This is a final year. I looked at her eyeball to eyeball and told her that this is not my first degree in life and it will never be my last. She was shocked. I had to tell her what I told. I said, this is not my first degree in life and it will never be my last. Life doesn't revolve around what you think about me or what you feel. She was completely confused. But what really made me so happy was that my HOD was not biased in judging the whole matter. She was not biased at all. She was just so neutral. Yeah, she spoke in a way a good mother would have spoken. A good mother and a good leader would have spoken. She tried to protect her staff, you get, to some extent. And she also tried to protect my interest as a non-indigene schooling in their states, and also as someone's child as well. My HOD did a very good job on the judgment. So after the whole issue, I left the office, went back to the hall to present my seminar. It was already late. I could not present my seminar that very day. I could not present. I had to go back yesterday. So when I got there yesterday, they were like, this same girl came to me. I was seated. I wasn't late anyways. I was seated when she came and she was like, you've not paid that money. I asked her, which money are you talking about? I'm not owing anything in this for as long as I know. She said, that money you were told to pay the other day. I said, oh, the money that made them take me to the panel, right? Because of the lies you told, right? She said, no, I'm not a bad person. I said, I never asked if you're a bad person. I said, the money you lied to them, they wanted to get from you because you lied to them. You lied to them to get it from me. I'm not a bad person. She said that she come and get it. I then told her that I was not going to pay her, that I was ready to take it to the next level. You see, bullies don't deserve to live. I'm sorry to say this. Bullies do not deserve to live because they can do everything possible to bring you down. Bullies can do everything possible to end your career. Bullies can do everything possible to even end your life. If they come after your life and they can't get your life, they'll come after your finances. If they can't lay their hands on your finances, they'll come after your career. If they can't lay their hands on your career, they'll come after your mental health. If they can't lay their hands on your complete mental health, they'll look for ways to create enemies to attack you. I thought I was not going to pay. I thought I was not going to pay. That the last thing I'll do is to pay that money. If I should pay that money, it simply means that all the lies you all told about me were really true. I thought I was not going to pay, and I didn't pay. Up until now. In fact, it's not even up to 2 hours when I stopped crying, because I've really been shedding tears because of that. I didn't want to overthink the whole thing, but I've really been overthinking it. Because I've never bullied anybody in my life. I've never supported bullying of any sort. I've never been in a group where they are talking about bullying people and stay quiet. I'll always tell you this is wrong. Don't do this. Do not bully anybody. I've always done that. So I see no reason why a grown adult will wake up and decide to bully me. I see no reason why another adult will just decide to bully me just because you felt like doing it. You wanted to show me that I am in your state. I am a stranger in your state. I am not an indigene. No doubt. I know all this. After all the payments I'm making in school, I pay double because I'm the only non-indigene. Anyways, I pay double of every damn thing, down to hostel fee, tuition fee, school, every damn thing. So you cannot bully me because you feel like doing it. So that's why I'm teaching these little ones never to tolerate bullying from anyone. If somebody comes for you, don't keep quiet. They thrive in silence. They thrive in secrecy. That's where bullies thrive. They are cowards and cowardice. They don't like coming out openly. Ponytail himself, how are you doing? And where are you joining us from? Bullies do not thrive where people unmask their 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 evil behaviors. You know, they are always unmasked. They will appear like angels to innocent people. It's also ponytail for me anyway. They will appear like angels, but when they want to act, you'll be surprised, you'll be shocked. Bullies are not supposed to live. They're not supposed to, because those people are so toxic. Once the moment you notice that someone around you is a bully, don't give them any chance. Don't even give them the avenue to thrive around you. Don't let them thrive. You know, they always start with all this subtle disrespect. Like they'll be like, oh, you have this ball, you have this, they can just say that. They always look for faults where there's no faults. They can tell you that your eyeballs are too big, that your nose is too big. I mean, bullies, yes, that's how they operate. And when you entertain them, when you just see it as nothing, tomorrow they'll come back and tell you that your color is not fine, that your teeth, your dentition is so bad, even when they know the truth. They just want to hurt you. They just want to see you go down. Bullies. They don't want to see you suffer. They don't want to see you happy. Oh, himself, you're from Abuja. Which side in Abuja? I've been to Abuja. I've been to Jabi. I've been to Otako. I've been to Zigogalada. I don't know if it is part of Abuja, but I've been there. I've been to. There is also this part of Abuja. Hello, Sprongo Bars. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Sprongo Bars. So I've been to so many places in Abuja. When I was in my first degree. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing, Matthew? I'm doing well, Sprangobas. Sorry, baby, I can't pronounce your name properly. How are you doing too? So himself, tell me which side you are. Oh, you live in Osako. Are you serious? Oh, so you're enjoying oh Matthew, I can see. You're enjoying Abuja Kilishi because that is one thing I enjoyed in Abuja Kilishi and what's it called? Kilishi and masa. There is this thing they make from rice. They used to fry it or something. But I think it's masa or something. So, like I was saying, I've been bullied in this life. People have bullied me. Strongobas, I'm from Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. And you? Where are you from? It's nice, right? I love Kilishi. I enjoyed Kilishi. I could go a whole day without eating any other outside Kilishi. Oh, Sprangova, they're also Niger. Nice one. We are in Niger now. Bring the Niger vibe. Which side in Niger? Oh, based in Spain. I've not been to Spain, so I don't know anywhere in Spain. Nice to have you here. From Benin. Oh, Benin. I've not been to Benin, but I know I would be in Benin someday. Himself, where are you from? Aside, I know you said you live in Abuja, but where are you from? Let me see if I can meet my people here. Spongo Bars. I'm from Benin. Nice to have you. No, Niger bro. So I'll have to pause with what I was saying so I could pay attention to the comment section. So I know you guys are just joining. I was actually speaking about my experience as a student schooling in a different state, still here in Nigeria. Chest himself. What's chest? Chest, or you meant to type west? I don't know. I'm actually talking about my experience as a student in this country who is being bullied. Okay. You mean you're from the west? I don't know. So Sprango was, how is Spain? What time is it over there right now? Oh my god, this life is already an hour. And I was actually trying to read, but I couldn't read because of the heavy load in my heart. I just had to come here to unleash everything. Even though I've not even unleashed half, but I feel so much better right now. I have my book to read. I have my exams coming. But I've read today, so I just wanted to do some revision. I just thought, okay, let me come here because I couldn't do anything. Honestly. Like I didn't know that adults, a grown adults, like I mean, a woman in her, should I say late 40s? Because I'm sure that woman should be in her late 40s or in her middle 40s. I've I've never imagined it in my life that a woman of that age can just wake up and decide to come for me, say that I did, even when I did nothing, and she obviously knew that I did nothing. She just wants to show me that she can do anything and go scot free. After all, I'm in her state. So guys, tell me in the comments, what do you think about bullies? Have you ever been bullied? Have you ever had any encounter with a bully? I mean real bully. Have you ever had any encounter with a bully? What was your experience? Because for me, my experience is is heartbreaking. Each time I remember all the experiences, I'm always so emotional about it because it all started even when I was it in my junior secondary school? Was it my junior secondary? Oh, yeah, I think it was in my junior secondary. That was when someone first bullied me, and I got back home and told my aunt. My aunt was like, "Do you know their house?" I said, "Yes, I know their house." She said, "Okay, I'm going to see her mom." She asked for the direction. I gave her the directions. My aunt went to their house, warned the mom, told the mom to warn the child. I've always been a very peaceful child. And because I was raised in a family where you are not allowed to fight, you are not allowed to have any form of verbal altercation with anybody. So because of that, so many bullies thrive around me. So my aunt went and warned this girl's family and told her never to ever try it again. And the girl didn't try it again. She avoided me until I left that school. So if you've had any encounter with police, can you please do me a favor and drop it? Let me hear how you handled it. Or let me know how you managed to pull through. If you also have hints on how you are raising your children to face bullies, stand up for themselves, can as well drop. I want to learn because I am not raising a weakling. I'm not going to raise any weakling as a child because I know what I've faced from bullies just because I was given the instruction from home never to fight. I was told not to fight, not to look for troubles, not to bully anyone. But people were always coming for me. And each time these people come for me to bully me, they would, and I go home to report, they would be like, "Oh, did you tell your teacher? Did you inform your teacher? Did you report to your teacher?" And I'll be like, "Yes, I did. What did the teacher do? What did the teacher do?" Will be the next question. And I'll be like, the teacher told her not to do it again. Will the person stop? No. The person will still go ahead and do it over and over again. So please, you guys should let me know if you've been bullied and how you handled it. Hi, where you join? Please tell us where you are watching us from. The people doing this live video with me, they've gone to bed. They've slept off. They left me and slept. Hi, can you please let me know where you're joining from? Let me know. Oh, hello. Hi, Renigan. How are you doing? And where are you joining us from? Sprung bars. Have you sprung bars? Please now. Can you let me know your English name so I can pronounce it properly? I don't live in Abuja. I did my I visited Abuja some time ago when I did my convocation. I've been coming to Abuja actually. I have some relatives there, but it's been long. The last time I was in Abuja was I think um that should be 2022 or early 2023. Sorry, I can't recall, but yeah, I've been coming to Abuja. I visited like 3 times or 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. I think 3 times. But I really explored. I explored Abuja. We always going out. My auntie in the evening we just go out for stroll and all that. I don't live in Abuja. I stay in South South. I live in South South. Ooh. My tripod is just shaking. I think it's time for me to change this tripod. So I don't understand why it is dancing. So who else is with me? Let's talk about bully because I've decided to start an online campaign um against bullying. Actually I wanted to start this campaign last year? Was it last year, July or so? When I had an encounter with someone who told me that who boldly told me to my face that you're not supposed to be in this school because you're not from this state. Go back to your states. That was when I made up my mind to start this online campaign against bullies. But along the line, I got so busy with my studies and all that. I just said, okay, let's let the whole campaign stuff be for that moment. That I would bring it back as soon as I was done with my school before this recent one happened. Let me know your encounter with bullies if you've ever been bullied, because I've been hearing that our people in diaspora, they used to face serious bullying from this from people people who are not from our place. They used to face serious bullying. So, and I've been wondering, if our people who are not in our land are complaining about bullying, are we supposed to complain about it? For we that are in this country, are we supposed to complain about bullying? If our people in diaspora can come out openly and tell you all the bad experiences they've had because of their you understand, because of the tone of their skin, are we supposed to talk about, are we also supposed to encounter it here just because we don't speak the same language? Meanwhile, we are still, we, our fathers were colonized, and we all understand and speak one central language, which is English. So let me know your experience about bullying before I end this live. I really want to know if other people are experiencing this. I'm going to record this when I have time. I'm going to record, maybe after classes tomorrow, I'm going to record my experiences with bullies, where, when, and how I've been bullied. I'm going to record it and put it on this channel. I will record and put on the channel because I feel it's time for me to start this, because I don't think anybody would have had that nerve to come out to say, oh, you did this, you're a liar, even when you knew that I wasn't lying any shit. You knew I was not telling lies. You knew I was being honest. You are just bullying me because you felt like you can do it and nobody will question you. And you felt it was okay to do it. Excuse me. Okay. So please, if you're here, please let me know where you're viewing us from and what you think about bullies. I think I have to end this question and answer because much people are not really interested in it. should I leave it? I don't know. Rainy Gang, are you still here? Ask himself, are you there? Sprongo Bars, are you there? Ooh. Hi, where are you joining from? Let me know where you're viewing from. What you think about bullies. I think I'll be coming live more often to speak about this. Because it got to a point where I stopped associating with people because of bullies. It was a point in my young adult age where I stopped associating with people because of bullies. I stopped completely. I don't go out with people. I don't go to the field to play. I used to be a footballer anyways. Not mind my body. I used to be a footballer. So I stopped going to the field, stopped playing ball, I stopped participating in volleyball. I stopped doing a whole lot of things that would possibly link me up with people or that would possibly make me have any interaction or conversation with people because I was just being so careful not to be, you know, bullied or found wanting for no reason. I'm actually going to school tomorrow and it's 12 a.m. I think I have to be coming live with my PC. I don't know if that PC is still good enough, but I have to start coming live with my PC. There are some settings I need to put on before coming live, but I can only do those things using my PC. Hi, where are you joining us from? Oh, okay, who is still with me? I think we need to go, or I should stay for the next 5 minutes. Okay, maybe. Are you set up to play? Oh, I'm sleeping. Okay, it's finally gone. You came back. Can you say something? I want to go off. I need to go off. I need to sleep. Components of safe navigation initiative from human services. It's a avoid unwanted high risk pregnancies to ensure that baby information. Hello, where are you joining us from? Can you say hi and let me know where you're joining from? Oh, should know this. I never that. What? Okay, I'm good. Oh. Hello, where are you joining from? I'm already sleepy. I'm already feeling so sleepy. We have to. I have 2 minutes to leave. 2 minutes to end the live. Hi. Okay, yeah. It's time to go. Have a good night rest, everyone. See you all tomorrow or another day. Good night from here. Bye. Good night from here.